And welcome back to Retrospect My Fantasy, where we are currently taking a look at the Final Fantasy franchise, and we're on installment number 8. So before we begin, I've got a couple things that I need to talk about. The first is that... So we have to talk about what happened yesterday. And I can't apologize enough. It was not something directly that I did, but still, it is my fault, in a way. I've been meaning to get a new computer for a while now, or at least start building one, and, well, this just gives me more incentive to do that. What happened is I came home from work, I turned on my computer to start prepping everything for the stream. And after about 10 minutes, I'd say, my computer just shut down for no reason. So I started unplugging peripherals because I thought it might be something wrong with the power supply, like I was overtaxing it or something. Which is absurd because it's a 1200 watt power supply. How could I possibly be overtaxing that with a controller, a camera, an audio interface, and actually only the controller and the camera are drawing power from it, aside from, you know, the video card and whatnot. So then I started trying to run diagnostics checks and start the computer up in the safe mode, and yeah, it was a hot mess of stuff that I went through to try and fix it, and it turns out it was an overheating problem. The pump on the liquid cooling unit that I had in there failed. It stopped working. To be fair, though, that pump has lasted nearly 8 years of hard usage on this computer. Thanks to a nearly pack rat like keeping of anything that might potentially be useful. If I know something will not be useful at all, I just discard it. But if it might potentially be useful, I save it. And I still had the original cooling tower that came with my CPU. So after about an hour of removing the DIMM from the pump, attached the new cooler on there, or the original cooler that should have been on there according to the manufacturers, and started it up, and it worked. So then I started going through a whole bunch of systems checks and tried putting it through its paces a little bit, and so far it's held up. But all this has done is incentivize me to actually replace my computer now. It's good enough, aside from that issue, for everything that we're doing, but I don't want the computer to be good enough for what we're doing. I want it to exceed that so that it'll be good enough for our future as well. So that's what happened yesterday, and I'm incredibly sorry. I hope you guys will forgive me for having to cancel yesterday's stream. But hopefully tonight we'll fix that. So now that we are here, getting ready to fight Ultimecia and beat this game, we get to do a great deal of shuffling. Nope, not magic. So first thing we get to do is we're taking off every summon off of every character that has one on. And we will then slowly reattach each summon to the characters that we need them to be on. Okay. So, the team that we want is this one. Chances are it won't happen, but this is the team that we want to have happen. So, let's start this junctioning process. So, first thing is we're going to give Doom Train to Quistis, which gives her all of the status and elemental defenses and attacks that we could possibly want. That's fine, but not a worry at this point. So then, HP, Vitality, Magic, Strength, Vitality, Spirit. That's double dipping on Vitality. That would be double dipping on Strength. So Quetzalcoatl would be double dipping on HP. Wow, Cerberus. And we do not want Cerberus and Doom Train to be on the same person. So, can we make this happen in a meaningful way? In a good way, rather. Okay, so if we have to have some overlap. So let's go ahead and put Cerberus on. So we take Cerberus off the field. Okay, so if Cerberus is going to go here, and we already know that, we need HP and Vitality only. Is there anyone that gives HP and Vitality? It's HP and Vitality, right? Yeah. HP and Vitality only. That'd be double dipping on Vitality, or Magic, but that's not so bad. That gives Irvine most of his stats that we need for him. Squall needs to have elemental attack and defense. No. Just need to have elemental or status. And he needs 2 elementals. So brothers won't quite cut it. Okay. So this is the most important one for Squall to have, because we need Squall to survive all the elements no matter what. Okay. Because Squall is going to be our healer, primarily. Item and magic. Restores HP. Spirit, yes. Okay. Auto haste, that's not bad. Alright, so we need GF, magic, item, vitality, speed. Actually, no, because if we have haste does not last that long. But maybe we don't need the speed. We will want the HP though. So far she only has 1 summon, and that will only give her auto shell. So let's see here. That would be sharing in strength, but that's not necessarily so bad. Okay. HP and strength. He doesn't need hit chance. HP and strength. Strength and speed. Spirit. No one can give him vitality? Oh, no. Because vitality, HP, and spirit are the most important ones right now. Okay, so then let's see here. No, we're not ready for that yet. Let's keep... All of our summons have all of their abilities, even if they're not maxed out. So... Okay. So, death... She doesn't have death. She's got a whole... I don't think she has death anyway. Pain. So we will not be doing our typical drain. Okay. HP, strength. Still no one to give him vitality. And that's kind of annoying. Doesn't need hit chance. Okay, so who does he have? Siren, Leviathan, and Ifrit. Do I even have a vitality junction? I do not have a vitality junction. Alright, time to pick up a vitality junction. Does not need an elemental defense 1. And instead, we will use a vitality junction on Ifrit. Yeah. Okay. So, Squall will be a little bit slower, but he'll have good stats. She's got good stats. He'll have good stats. Perfect. So, let's get these guys all set up. So, where is Pain? Reflect and Asuna. Should have at least one person immune to death. And Confusion just for the hell of it. Defenses. Does she have what we need to be properly protected? No. Okay. She needs GF. Magic item. Spirit and vitality up. Strength up, spirit up. I guess we'll go with strength up then. And In case we... No, because he's also got items, so we'll go to GF just for the hell of it. Counter... No, we'll go with speed up. No elemental defenses. That's fine. Does he have pain? He does. So then... Quistis already has death covered, right? Confuse, death. Berserk. And then a smattering of other stuff being decently protected. And I mean, not great, but decently. Okay. So now these other people. Zell definitely needs strength. What the hell just... Hold on a second, guys. I don't know what that was. Zell will need hit chance. That's not bad. Renoa needs hit chance and all the magic she can get. Evasion and luck. That's not bad. Sure. And then the last ones go to Selfie. Bahamut, Tonberry, Alexander. I mean, that doesn't give her a whole lot in terms of, well, anything really, but it's something. All right, so Quistis. Got that done. Let's get you some shell. Firaga, Blizzaga, Thundaga. There we go. HP. Strength. You're going to be primarily on the magic plan, so let's make sure your magic is strong. Doesn't need to be the strongest. In fact, being the strongest is not necessarily what we want, but it needs to be strong. Okay. Spirit, 72, 75, 138. This is mostly a spirit fight in terms of defense. 84, 95, 112. Okay. So, that doesn't look too bad, honestly, all things considered. Okay. Squall. None of that is gonna matter for status attack. Alright, so Spirit 106, 134, there we go. That's a good big number. Oh, forgot to pull chat back up. Sorry guys. There we go. 141. I like that. Vitality. Actually, no, strength. No, vitality. 51? That's not bad. 65. Oh, yes. Meteor. That is a very good spot for Meteor. If I wasn't going to be using... Actually, am I really going to be using Meltdown? Now, where is regen at? Yeah, that's definitely better for life. Triple? Heck yeah! Let's boost these guys up. Let's make our characters the best we can given the circumstances of trying to spread out all of our... everything. Ability is the way I want it. Item magic GF, yep. And then GF magic item. So we'll switch GF magic item. GF magic item, okay. GF magic item, perfect. Alright, I got them all set up that way. Pain confused, okay, so he's well set up. He has no... Yeah, that's not bad. Whoa, triple, way to go. But we want you on... there. Double... I mean, what's really going to be better for speed than haste, right? Aside from, apparently, triple. Alright, so spirit. He still has some Cura left? Damn. God, Kiraga is really just the pretty much the best spell for that, isn't it? Vitality. Makes sense that... Ooh. Magic. Let's see. Will we sufficiently be able to make Irvin awesome enough? I think we succeeded relatively well, although we'll probably actually put... Meteor here. Tornado. Okay. Irvin will be our only character with maximum hit points, although everyone else is pretty damn good. God, anything better than just more HP up? Not really. Okay. Zell, huh? Alright, Zell. GF. Item. Just defend? No, not Mad Rush on all. If I could cast Mad Rush on just a single target, I'd put it on Zell. Does he have magic that's worthwhile doing? Shell. Almost out of Thundara. That's something. Okay. HP. Meltdown? That's not bad. Pain, even better. Tornado. Okay. 118. $152. Damn, he's got some strength. Spirit. I doubt we're gonna find anything better for Spirit than Kiraga. Apparently Reflectives. Okay. When you don't have to use it to boost up your status effect. 121. For right now. Ooh, someone who actually has bio. Okay, and his evasion. Damn, arrow. I call BS on slow increasing my evasion. Alright, so Zell is all strength, huh? Strength and hit points. Dark side? Where's that get him up to? 9,000. There we go. No strength bonus. Cover. Receive attacks in place of a party member. Okay, no, we are giving you defend. Defend and cover with a whole bunch of HP. There we go. Okay, you're done, you're done, you're done, you're done. Alright. Bio. Alright, well. 50% against all status or all elements, that's not terrible. Although her normal hit point level is so low that she is undoubtedly... Actually, because of that, we want to put her on heavy. Ooh, actually, she's got pain. Oh well. Okay. Strength. She doesn't need to have even really that high of strength. What she mostly needs is really good evasion and speed with a pretty high hit chance. Well, she doesn't really need the hit chance, but it'll help. Because what we're going to do... Although... Actually, it really won't work. Is I was going to say we're going to put her on Angel mode, but that isn't really going to do a whole lot. What's her hit points? 5,000? 7,000? Nope, she needs the full 80. Okay, 9,000. That at least gets her into the range that we want her to be in. She needs a big magic up and a big speed up. So, magic, GF item. Okay. And Selfie only has one magic slot to really fill up in here. As far as stats go. Okay. Bio. Okay, defenses. Shell. It's not great, but something, right? And then flare, so she'll absorb a significant amount of the damage that's likely to be headed her way, and then block even more with most of wind and earth being blocked as well. Okay, so we need magic way up. Evasion. Luck. So she wants magic, GF, and item. Nothing special about Selfie. Except for her extraordinarily low HP. Okay, so now, before we jump into the fight, after having spent half an hour doing this, where is a tent? Heal everyone. What else? What can we do with our abilities? That's the next step. So, first thing, cards. We're not going to need any of these guys anymore, so let's get rid of all the cards we can. Alright, so that's all of our cards. So let's go ahead and sort all that out. Restores all HP and gets rid of all abnormal status effects. So now we are going to rearrange a little bit. Mega Elixirs, you are going to the top, followed by Mega Potions, X Potions, Phoenix down, Mega Phoenix, and then we can do High Potions, Elixirs, Antidote, Soft, Eye Drop, Echo Screen, Holy Water, Remedy, Remedy Plus. So we just moved essentially High Potion, Potion, and actually let's put those near the end because we really just don't need them. Those ones are pretty much worthless. Okay. What abilities can we replace with other ones? So, adamantine, vitality plus 60. Vitality 40, okay. Well, who has vitality 40% on this team? Quetzalcoatl, Shiva, Doomtrain. Shiva. Alright, Shiva. You're going to lose vitality plus 20%. And you are going to instead learn... vitality plus 60%. So this is going to be a significant portion of what we're doing here, is setting up for this fight. Because, alright, so spirit. Do I have an item that gives spirit? 1. I have to think about that one. Jeff learns return damage ability. I don't know if I really want that. Yay, she learned a generator. Okay, she's got that. Yep, he's got that. He has no elemental attack or defense. What do I have to even put? Do I care enough? That's the question. So I could put Shell in there. That'd give me 20%. But I don't want to replace full life. Life, that'd give me a total of 50% between the two. That could be worth it. It could also not fucking matter. Spirit and... do I have a strength up? Above. I do have a strength plus 60%. Do we want to put that on Squall? $162. Yeah, probably. We probably want to put that on Squall. So, first off, who's Junction to Squall? It's probably Ifrit or Leviathan. Yep. Alright, so let's get rid of Strength plus 20. And pull out that Hyper Wrist. And voila, 185. Much better. Okay. Speed, luck, elemental attack, status attack. I've got one magic plus 60%. Does Quistis already have magic plus 60%? She doesn't have magic at all. Do I have anything to increase the number of ability slots? No. Okay. So, now you have seen the kind of minutia that one could get into if they so chose. I am feeling fine. Let's do it to it. Alright. Let's get this fight over with, baby. We've got an hour and a half. Which, by the way, might not be enough time. That's what Ultimecia looks like. Lovely, huh? Seed. Seed, seed. Seed, seed, seed. Curse all seeds. Curse with a K. Swarming like locusts across generations, you disgust me. The world was on the brink of an ever-elusive time compression. Insolent fools! Your vain crusade ends here, seeds. The price of your meddling is death beyond death. I shall send you to a dimension beyond your imagining. There, I will reign, and you will be my slaves for eternity. Alright, who's she gonna select? Whom shall I exterminate first? I shall start with you three. Okay, who do we get? Do we get... Ooh, she laughed at us. Irvin, Squall, and Selfie? Not bad. So, Cerberus. Alexander, Bahamut, Tunbury. Sure, we'll do that. Counter rockets. I don't know why they're called that, but they are. It's not exactly like they're really rockets, and they don't really counter anything, so... Triple. This sucks. Where is my healing? What? Oh. Well, that'll help us out quite a bit. I'm not a big fan of this, where the fuck is Aura? Damn it. God damn it. What am I looking for? Shell. That's something at least, right? If we can get shell up on everybody, that should help. God, if we lose to the first form of Ultimecia, I'm gonna be sad. What the fuck? I put them in a different order. Come on. Dang it. What are we looking for? Sure. Media Meteor on everyone. Or on her, rather. Ha 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 ha. Sure, Mega Potion. And... Meltdown, Meltdown. No. Meltdown. Just a single Meltdown. That should do it. But she jumped right on us with Maelstrom or whatever the fuck it is. Put us immediately on the defensive. Also, the fact that my item slots don't stay the way I arranged them outside of battle kind of pisses me off. Where is Antidote? Okay, so we're starting. Really? You horrible bitch. Come on, Squall. Didn't really want to have to pop another one of these, but F it. If we're about to die, might as well, right? An Aura Stone on Squall. Nothing? Come on, Squall. You can do better than that. Meltdown? On who? Oh, Irvin? Okay. We will have to fix that. The most powerful GF. Alright, stage 2. Miss? Oh boy. Well, Irvin, I'm sorry, but you're going to be taking some bad hits. Meltdown. He stole a scan? Oh no. Yes, I know what Squall is. Thank you. single. Oh, don't need to. Come on. Irvin had regen? Oh, did we already defeat him? Yes, we did. This might kill Irvin as well. Oh, thank goodness. That was close. So, do you think Griever will survive? I don't. Actually, I'm a little surprised he survived that. I specifically held back a few shots because of that. Ooh, Lionheart. Oh, he's totally capital F fucked now. It's Omni Slash all over again! Alright. So that is stage 2 gone. Hopefully Selfie will go away now that we're going into stage 3. And we can... I shall junction myself unto Griever! Ultimisia junction with Griever. Okay. I mean, technically she already would have had to have been in order to summon him, but... You know, whatever. Ah, shit, no, because we didn't... Oh, well. We haven't put, Why hasn't Selfie gone away yet? A 7 hit with Blasting Zone? Fuck it, man, I'll take it. It's by no means perfect, but hell, it's something. Alright, so who is Selfie getting replaced with? Oh boy. Well. Considering we didn't have... Nope. GF Cactar. Sure, why not? Ooh boy. Meltdown. Cerberus. What the hell? Why did we suddenly lose frames? Actually, we're not even really losing frames. Why did we lose frame rate? Really? She did so little damage? Okay, I don't know what effect is causing this, but this is kind of awesome and really annoying. Yep. We're on the third form. We spent the first half an hour, of which the first hour is almost up. We spent the first half an hour just like rejunctioning everything. What do we want to do? Oh, shell. That's right. And then... no, we only want double. Or, and then triple. Sure, we'll do triple Cura so we can hopefully get rid of some of those. This is a very cool looking spell. It totally fucked with our frame rate, though. Alright, and then two of them are going to have Aura, and then Irvin's gonna cast Cura on those two, so that's something. Although now looking at his hit points, it should be pretty much solely on him. Shit, who's that being cast on? Renoa? That is fine. We'll go ahead and cast Pain on Ultimecia. And we'll do some AP shot. And some runs at Zukin. And... Bio. I'm literally clicking this as fast as I possibly can. But because of the frame rate issue, I don't even think I'm going to get as many shots off of as I should. But we'll see. And it's not even like my computer. It is something to do with this spell. Fucks the game over that hard. Oh. Well, hey, look at that. On to phase 4. Which, in its own weird way, has 2 phases within it. That bottom half will also that bottom half of Ultimecia will transform. And join up with her in a little bit once we actually finish off this phase. Which we're right there. Right on the cusp of doing. Oh, there we go. Okay. So far, the only character that we've lost is Selphie, which, considering she was easily our weakest character, that's okay. Although we've come so close to losing Irvin and Squall at least once. But a well-timed Mega Elixir saved our asses. Which I'm going to need to cast again here in a moment. Alright. Yep. Really cool effect. Are the helixes not going to go away? Okay, good. The faceless sorceress. I thought there was supposed to be... Here we go. I am Ultimisia. Time shall compress. Spelled with a C this time. All existence denied. Alright, so we have to fuck her up as quickly as possible. That is a very cool effect. Wow. That actually hurt her a lot more than I thought it would. Only have 3 shots. But it's something. Hell's Judgment, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. Especially with our hit points as low as they are. Oh, it's one of those items. Mega Elixir. And... there we go. Ranzetsuken. Alright. Let's mess her up. Man, these AP shots are freaking awesome. Oh. I guess that's fine. It's better than not getting anything. But with the aura on, you're pretty much always guaranteed to get something at the end. Really? God damn. Yeah. This will make very short work of her. What the hell? Okay. I was not expecting that. Is there anything here that we want to use? Nope. Nope. What? Regen on Irvin, I guess? Single meltdown Ultimisia, because I haven't done that yet. And I really need to. Come on, something good. Damn it. Squall. You disappoint me. You are disappoint. Of course she doesn't have aura. Only Squall has aura. Oh, good. It'll happen after her dispel. This will put some quick work to her. Wow, that went by way faster than it should have. Angelo. Mega Elixir. Ranzatsuke. Oh, second half has shown up. Okay, we need to end that now. I did not see that happen. We missed one. Oh well, that's fine. Lionheart will mess everything else up for us. Very glad I took the time to get the Lionheart. That was a very good investment. Reflect on your childhood. I'd rather not, thank you very much. My childhood was kind of shit, thanks to you. The bottom half does not have Squall's Meteor's gone. Nope. Ending the lower one. Your emotions. More Angelo cannon, huh? Oh shit, Meteor's gone. Squall's hit points are low as heck. Time. It will not wait. Perfect. Let's just end this as quickly as possible. Oh, is that it? Is the fight over now? No matter how hard you hold on, it escapes you. Apparently not. Another Lionheart? Oh. I guess blasting... Like I said, I guess blasting zone will work. It's not what I want, but I guess I'll take it. And... you know what? Let's just do some fast ammo. F it. It's too bad it's not Invincible Moon. I could really go for some Invincible Moon right about now. Oh. Never mind. Alright. So, now we get to watch the long-ass cutscene. I said this right at the beginning when we started the fight, but we may not have enough time. Like, we may have to go long in order to watch the whole cutscene. Although I'm glad we were strong enough to defeat her the first time through. Like, we didn't have to... It's not like with Kefka where we lost and had to go back through because of the random selection of our party. Like, if we had gotten Zell, Selphie, Renoa as our team, we probably would have died against first form of Ultimecia. So, a little bit of luck. Actually, great luck that our team initially started off with Squall and Irvin, sorry. Because, well, they had a lot of very powerful magics and had very high stats. Oh, man. Are we high? Is it over? Let's go. Let's go back to our time. Shut up. Just calm down and think where we have to go. Careful, guys. Don't pick the wrong time. Whatever you do, don't fall into a time warp. How does she know about the time warp? Time, place, who I want to be with. I want to go there, where Squall and I promised. Where was that again? Also, Quistis's foot, I don't know if you can tell, is still, like, barely on screen, kicking up at the very edge. Squall. Who does not have trailers? Squall, let's go home. Where are you? Where am I? Squall, where are you going? I'm gonna find Sis. Squall? Matron? Excuse me, have you seen a little boy? You don't have to worry. That boy won't go anywhere. I think so. Sorry, I think so too. Poor thing. You're alive? The sorceress. Yes, matron. We had defeated her. Matron, stand back. It's okay. There's no more need to fight. That sorceress is just looking for someone to pass her powers on to. In order to die in peace, a sorceress must be free of all her powers. I know, for I am one too. I shall take over that sorceress's powers. I do not want one of my children to become one. I cannot disappear yet. Matron. Is this the end? Most likely. You called me matron. Who are you? A seed. A seed from Balam Garden. Seed? Garden? Both garden and seed were your ideas. Now they are. Garden trains seeds. Seeds are trained to defeat the sorceress. Did I say defend? Or did I say defeat? What are you saying? Well, you're that boy from the future? Matron. Please, return. You don't belong here. I can't find Sis. Am I all alone? Who's he? Nobody. You don't need to know. The only squall permitted here is you. Do you know where to go back to? Do you know how? Will you be alright by yourself? I mean, yeah. I'll be alright, matron. Because I'm not alone. Dude, they just went into hyperspeed. That's awesome. I'm not alone. If I call out, they will answer. Where is everyone? Renoa, where are you? Zell, Selfie, Quistis, Irvin, Renoa! Am I alone? Renoa, I want to hear your voice. Which way do I go? I can't make it back alone. Renoa? Am I all alone again? Where am I? He internal monologues a lot. The vastness of nothing. No? I mean, what else are you going to do when you're in a vast landscape like this? There seems to be some hills or something on the horizon. Might as well walk towards them. Maybe if you get to the top of a rise, you can see, you know, get a better vantage point. Maybe see a little farther. Also, he wears motorcycle boots. It's a good choice. Those are going to be extremely durable. Although not the most comfortable to walk in. I mean, like, they're not, like, terribly uncomfortable, but as your daily walkers, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Oh shit, how did I not notice the 3 belts on his leg? Is this the beginning of... God, what's her name? Lulu? Is this the beginning of their obsession of multiple belts? Hundreds, thousands, millions of belts? Because he's wearing crossed belts for his gunblade, and presumably ammo. And he's got 3 belts on his thigh. His jacket should, because it's kind of styled after a biker jacket, should have a belt that comes across as well. But doesn't seem to for some reason. That's some really well done graphics on Renault's little arm warmer things. What's that? Something different? That scar did not heal very well. Assumably he's saying her name, but it's hard to tell. He's starting to forget her face. That's the only thing I can assume. Is that he can't get to her because he's starting to forget... Like... He's just starting to forget things from being in this weird compressed space and time. And because he doesn't have a clear vision, he's... It's just like everything else is muddled and he can't get back. Because they're giving us this opportunity to look at the background of that scene, I was looking to see if there was any, like, weird Easter eggs, like, maybe, like, Tifa or Eris or, you know, Terra would happen to be in the background as an Easter egg, but no, I didn't see anything, at least. So far, we're about 10 minutes into this cutscene. A little bit longer, actually. She died? She actually died out there in space. That's what actually happened. Man, that sucks. That really sucks. He couldn't save her. Hey, Day Zero. Just in time to catch the 2/3 of this remaining cutscene. Okay, so we just got the end game achievement, even though we defeated Ultimecia 12 minutes ago. Apparently, after defeating her, if I had cut it off before that point, wouldn't have gotten it, so... You know. Hey, Wicked. Okay, I've had this song stuck in my head for the last 2 days. Because of the tech failure that we had yesterday that prevented the stream from going out, this song has just been running through my brain like crazy. It's been a problem. We're getting there. We've got another... about 20 minutes in the ending cutscene / credits. And actually, so I actually like this song, but when you listen, when it's just running around in your brain on loop for 48 hours, I don't care how much you like a song. If it's just running through your brain and for 48 hours, you're gonna hate it. All right. Oh, Cypher. Now he's just a fisher. Now he's just fishing. He'll never be a seed. Hey, Fujin got something. Bam. Still a hothead, even though he has good friends that keep him sane, honestly. Oh, Laguna. He didn't even propose. Like, not really. He's just like, you know, I can't really talk to you right now, and then turns around and jams the ring on. I mean, I'm sure it would work in a lot of scenarios, but... Or is he just implying that they're married? What's free on Humble Bundle? After his wife died, he ran away to become a diplomat. Everyone has a really strong attachment to Balam Garden. We really didn't spend a whole lot of time there in this game. Aside from just, like, flying it around and ramming into stuff. Alright, so... There's also a large cutscene thing during... Yeah, here we go. Selphie is recording their celebration. Yeah, Quistis does not give a shit about Irvin and his, like, smooth, fun-loving ways. She likes really dour and whiny men, not, like, wannabe cool characters. And she goes to hang out with Robin Williams. I mean, wouldn't you? If you got an opportunity to hang out with Robin Williams? I mean, he doesn't look so much like it in the CG cutscenes, but...
Finally over.
Hey! Thank you very much, FF8 is a bad game, for donating $1. I agree with you there. Not, like, immensely so. Like, there are redeeming points to this game, but it is not amazing. There are... Once this little cutscene is over, we'll go into the so what of Final Fantasy VIII. There's actually a lot of just, like, little amusing, like, character moments in this. Like, Zell is choking on some hot dogs, and a girl is fawning over him. Because, you know, having your face stuffed full of hot dogs, that's really attractive. Best part of that game, just walk through the screen, Angelo. Good doge. Alright. So what about Final Fantasy VIII? Final Fantasy VIII came right on the heels 1 year later from Final Fantasy VII. And was monetarily a great success. Because Final Fantasy VII brought a lot of credit to Square when they made the jump over from Nintendo to Sony. And they were riding high, as far as I'm concerned, they were riding high on their laurels. Final Fantasy VII brought a ton of people into JRPGs. Immediately following Final Fantasy VII, there was a million JRPGs that flooded onto the market. Final Fantasy VIII being one of them. The drawing spells into your inventory, fine. That part, I'm totally okay with. The junctioning of spells to stats to increase them, that, totally fine with. My problem is that those two systems do not mesh well together. And I've said that since the very beginning. I think those two systems are terrible. Being together like that, the way they are, I think is terrible. Squall and Renoa are in love. That's the ending of this little bit. But there is a lot of good things. The GFs for all of the abilities and like little stat bonuses and how you learn like treatment, devour, card, all that's great. That's wonderful. The GFs, the boost thing is fine. The pressing square or, on the case of this controller, X, it's fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Here's the biggest problem with Final Fantasy VIII, which, after discussing it with a couple of my assistants, so to speak, my staff, is not as bad as I initially thought, but it's still not great, and that's the characters. The characters in Final Fantasy VIII are not great. All of them are extraordinarily flat with very little character development. Laguna has more character development than most of the characters in this game. And we only see him a little bit. And speaking of Laguna, the whole flashback scenes thing, while it does offer a lot of context for the story, and shows off Alone's power, is kind of annoying, in my opinion. Is there nothing else? Final Fantasy VIII? Not going to take me back to the start screen? Okay. So. But they are easily identifiable and... Okay. Go for it. So the characters are easily identifiable. They're easy to understand their individual motivations, which is great. That part is very well done. Even though I think that the characters are kind of not just two-dimensional, but they act like stereotypes of high schoolers. Thank you. So, like, that is a boon and a bane, because they're easily identifiable. That means you can understand and get along with them well. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and... But That does not fill the screen very well, does it? F it. We'll just... it's going to cut that way too much. That's good enough. And then... so that's my take on the characters. They're easily identifiable, and that is both a boon and a bane. Their personalities are easy to identify with, boon and a bane. So it depends on where you like your storytelling. If you like your storytelling to come out of your characters, you're not going to get that here in Final Fantasy VIII. If you like your storytelling to come from the world, Final Fantasy VIII is actually not so bad. The rest of the world is actually really good. Like when we went to, what is it, Fisherman's Horizon, I think it's called? They didn't give a shit about us. They didn't want us there. They wanted to repair the garden so we could get the F out of their business. Even after we helped them, they still didn't want us to be involved in their world, aside from like custom, paying them for money. We're paying them with money for objects and whatnot. But the world's great. There's a lot going on there, and there's a lot to dive into that is not really explained, honestly, or at least not explained well or in depth. So, if I had to, Final Fantasy VIII is bad. I shouldn't say bad. It's not good. But it's not... I would play Final Fantasy VIII over many other JRPGs that came out around the same time. And it's not the worst Final Fantasy game. We're still a couple months out from the worst Final Fantasy game. And it's not even the worst character portrayals. There are characters in previous and future Final Fantasy games that are way worse than the characters in 8. The problem with 8 is it's just kind of a grab bag of mediocre to bad features and mediocre to bad storytelling. So it's just, in general, fairly unimpressive and doesn't really, at least for me, doesn't really grab me and like pull me into its world and make me want to play it. I don't know if there's much more I can really say about Final Fantasy VIII. It's not that great. That's about all there really is to it. Off the top of my head, if I were to rank where Final Fantasy VIII is in the greater continuum of Final Fantasy games in terms of best to worst, and I'm just talking about the main numbered Final Fantasy games without the MMOs, just the ones that we're going to be doing this critical look at. I'd put Final Fantasy VIII. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So through 8, 9, and 10, then 12, 13, 15. So there's a total of 13 single-player Final Fantasy games that are in the main continuum. I'd put Final Fantasy VIII around 10 or 11 on the best to worst scale, being way down there at the bottom. It's not the worst. There are worse Final Fantasy games, but it just doesn't have enough going for it to really make me want to play it. I don't know about you guys. I know I've actually I've been checking out some other channels of people playing Final Fantasy games when not doing my own stream to see what a lot of their communities have to say. And honestly, I'm really surprised about the number of people that love Final Fantasy VIII that I'm seeing out there, because I recall when that game came out and me and all my friends were playing it, none of us liked it. Not a single one of us. And that was granted, that was a sample size of like 15 people, but out of 15 middle/high schoolers, no one liked it. I've also seen a lot of people who like Triple Triad, which we did not touch at all. We made it through the whole game, got all the ultimate weapons without playing Triple Triad, and a lot of people really love that. I don't get it. I don't get why people love that card game. If you want a brief breakdown of the card game, here's how it works. Each card has 4 stats. And depending on the rules of the area that you're in, the stats can be, you either want your stats closer to the high point, closer to the low point, closer to the middle, and depending on where they're located, could screw with how those stats are oriented on the play grid of 3x3. And the goal of the game is to flip over all the opponent's cards to your color, and if you win, you get to take their cards. The reason I have a problem with this is because if you lose, they get to take your cards. Also, each region has their own rules. Eventually, you get to transfer the rules that you like to other regions and then make those rules the set rules. But the reason I like to play Magic the Gathering is because when I sit down at any Magic the Gathering table, if I sit down at a table at my LGS, if I sit down at my dining room table, if I go to a friend's house, if I go to some other state and go to an LGS, if I sit down at a table and plot a Magic deck that is within a format with like standard, Legacy, and Modern, Commander and Pauper, all those different rule sets, all they are is different cards that are banned. I can sit down with... Hold on. I can sit down with this deck, or this deck, or this deck, or any of the other decks that I have sitting on any of my bookshelves. And the rules will be the same. And that is why I don't play Triple Triad. Now, tomorrow when we start Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy IX also has a card game called Tetra Masters, which has similar rules to Triple Triad, except it's fixed, in my opinion. How that works is each card has an arrow and is it a stat number? I don't recall now. But we'll get into it and we'll see. And I played a lot of Tetramaster because anywhere you go to play the card game, which really you're only playing in one place, and that is at the arena, at the card arena, the rules are the same. So once you know the rules, you don't need to worry about relearning the rules, retraining yourself, rebuilding your deck, because the rules have changed in the various areas. Once you know the rules, and that's it. So, that is our big tirade on Final Fantasy VIII. It's bad, but not the worst, and there are some redeeming factors about it. The world is at least extraordinarily interesting. So we're probably going to call it there for tonight, unless you guys really want me to keep talking about Final Fantasy VIII, ragging on it. But before we call it, I want to thank everyone not only for joining me tonight and hanging out with us, but for being extraordinarily patient. Yesterday, we should have done this whole stream that happened today, should have happened yesterday, but because of an issue where I had my computer go down and had to replace the cooling on the CPU, didn't get to happen. And I want to thank you guys for being very patient and patient with me and the technical issues that we've had. We've had a couple of them, but I'm looking now even more than I was before at replacing this guy. It's been good. It's lasted 7 or 8 years. I can't remember exactly when I bought it. It's been a good computer and has held up very well and will continue to work well until I'm able to replace it. Like, there's probably 2, maybe 3 years out of that cooler at the rate that I and level at which I hit this thing pretty hard. So we've definitely got some time before we have to replace it, but it's just putting a bit more of an expediency on replacing the computer. Again, I just want to thank you guys for being so patient with me. But with that also in regard, because we now have the PS2 hooked up, once we hit that 50 and we do that bonus stream, I'm thinking about doing a lot more bonus streams. Just playing some of those random games that I've got sitting over there that I haven't touched in God knows how long. Because, I mean, while I've got this capture device and it's working, might as well use it, right? I mean, $70 to play one game on a stream, that's actually not that bad. That's about the price of a brand new game nowadays anyway. So that's not terrible. But if I can get more value out of it by playing another 24 games, seems pretty damn good to me. So not only will we have that first bonus stream and giveaway once we hit 50, but afterwards we'll probably do a whole lot more bonus streams. I'm also still working. So you may notice that, or maybe you didn't notice, but we got our first tip. Thank you very much. Whoever is actually Final Fantasy VIII is a bad game. But before I had a Patreon button down there, but I didn't really ever talk about that. Because even though it was technically set up, I didn't really have any tiers or tiers for backers or like a sales pitch or anything like that on the Patreon. And I canceled that because of the whole Patreon fee changing debacle, and they've reversed that, but I've still lost trust in them a little bit. So I don't know if I'm going to... I'm going to be watching Patreon and seeing what they do. I'm going to be watching them pretty closely and seeing what they do in the very near future in terms of any of their policies. So we may launch a Patreon again in the future. But if I do, I will definitely let you guys know and keep you up to date. But I'm not anticipating that for a little while. I've got a lot of work ahead of me. I still want to... My little banners down there still need some work. I've also got a few... Even though I'm nowhere near unlocking the ability to do emotes, I'm doing some work on some emotes. And I'm looking into maybe building a website as well. Maybe one that I can have embed the stream on. So, I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff that I'm kind of half working on. If you guys have any ideas that you would like to throw at me, or have any questions, the best way to get in touch with me, if not through Whispers on Twitch, is my Twitter. That's pretty much always going to be the case. While I have a Facebook and I check that every once in a while, I check my Twitter about 100 times a day because I also follow a bunch of people, and some of them I really, really care what they have to say. And some other ones are just kind of funny. But yeah, so after that little ramble, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. I want to thank Grim Reaper, Day Zero, Wicked Gamer Dude for dropping by and hanging out in chat. I also want to thank everyone else who stopped by just to watch, and especially want to thank FF8 is a bad game for their donation. We will be back with Final Fantasy IX tomorrow. We will be starting it fresh, and unlike Final Fantasy VIII, where grinding was a bad idea, I'll probably be... When we get back on Monday, we'll probably be a lot higher level than we were at the end of tomorrow's stream. But that's not such a bad thing. Final Fantasy IX is actually a game where grinding is good. Unless you're going for a particular item, which we will not be going for because it is not worth it. Anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful night, and hope to see you tomorrow. 7 p.m. till usually 9 p.m., but we ended things a little bit early tonight. I want you guys to have a good night.